Ba-bam, lady. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ba-bam. Let's get started.
We was having a little conversation talking about why we got to be doing all that intro stuff, them long intros with videos and music and all that stuff. Like we some professionals out here. We just try to be ourselves. That's what we're trying to do out here. But the biggest issue we was talking about how women always talking about they want a dominant man. But when we grew up, people weren't saying things like that. Like, what is a dominant man?
Yeah.
The speaker probably gonna be noisy until I thought you was gonna hook me up,
Yeah.
bro. I already got it now.
Yeah.
So when you want a dominant man, what is that saying?
Yeah. I don't know anything about that. Because like I said, when we was growing up, you didn't hear anything about being no dominant male and a high value man and all that other stuff like that, man. You was just a man. You know what I'm saying? We grew up being men. We did those things that men did. You know what I'm saying? Women did those things that women did. So I don't know what this age has come to that what they talking about a dominant man and dominant women, alpha woman, an alpha man. That stuff is all foolishness. Either you a man or you a woman. You know what I'm saying? Um, because what it sounds like to me that the idea of a dominant man to society now is a man that has a lot of money,
Yes.
right?
Then you can dominate.
That.
Then I'll adhere. Yes.
Yeah. Huh? What you say?
Sleep in your eye.
Okay. Anyways, a dominant man.
You was up all night. No wonder you got to sleep in your. Staying up till like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Anyways, a dominant man.
No, don't anyways me because I'm trying to figure out. We're trying to figure out how, as elders and being the ones who are married for a long time, when you say you want a dominant man, what do you really want? What are you really asking for? What are you really thinking that the man is going to provide you? Because he's a dominant man. Because we can show you some clips of some dominant men and what dominant men do. What is a I can't get my words out. What does a dominant man do for you? Why do you wish for a dominant man? In a woman's opinion, you want a dominant man because he got bread, he can keep the bills paid, he can put it down, he can handle his business, he's a protector. Now, when you get that dominant man who do all that, are you going to stay home and be submissive, obedient, do all the things that you're supposed to do? And you're going to have your own thing going on so you can be out his business? Probably not. Probably not, because I think it's almost, I guess every woman ain't like this, but you just want to control and change people. That's what we want to do naturally. We just want to change the men.
Well,
you can dominate after you do this.
Yeah, a dominant male. To me, a dominant male is somebody who just get up, go get him a job, take care of what he needs to take care of, right? Whether it be himself or whether it be a family. You know what I'm saying? He do the things he need to do, to take care of himself. If he's by himself, if he has family, he do the things he need to do to take care of his family. That simply means, hey, whether you be punctual when you get ready to go to work, you be there on time. You know what I'm saying? You learn the job well. You learn what you need to do on that job. You learn the industry that you're in, right? And you come home and you take care of home front. And that sometimes you may have to fix things and stuff like that that is broken or whatever. But I don't say this here, and this is one of the things that I didn't learn or I wasn't taught so much when I was younger and, working and having a home and stuff like that. We come home, we try to fix things all the time. Not that you can't fix things, But brothers, learn to read. If you have a home, learn to read your insurance policies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Instead of working yourself to death and getting makeshift, uh, you know, people come in your home to supposedly fix the stuff that needs to be fixed. Read your insurance policy.
But
That's dominant.
and
That's being
then
dominant.
if you want a dominant man, a man who's gonna have a firm hand and not take your bull, then don't stop calling the police on these men all the time, especially black men. You stop calling the police on them when they're not doing what you want them to do. Now, there are reasons you need to call law enforcement sometimes. If he's putting his hand on you, he beating on your children, he, messing with the kids in the wrong way. If your life is in danger, that's different, but you knew what you was getting into when you got him. This is the dominant man that you want, and you knew his traits and potential in the beginning, though. So you call the police on this man who's holding it down. He ain't gonna be able to hold it down no more though, because he's gonna go spend some time behind bars now.
Now,
Don't do that. Stop calling the police on them unless your life is threatened and your children's life is threatened. Some things you're gonna have to endure. If you want to be able to sit home and just enjoy life and have this beautiful home, the beautiful cars, beautiful children. He wants you to stay home and take care of everything. When he come home, he want his dinner ready. He want his house clean. But y'all don't want to do that no more. They don't want to clean and cook no more. What do y'all want to do,
they
young
want to go
women?
out to dinner
Every
at a
not
5-star restaurant.
every day, all night. I mean, not all night.
Yeah.
Every day, you want to go out.
They want to go on cruises. They want to go on shopping trips
That's not
over to
realistic. How
Paris.
he gonna be making the money if he
You know
doing
what I'm
all
saying?
that? He got to go to work sometime.
Well,
That's not even realistic.
yeah, he should have had all that before he got with her because she's the bag and all of that too.
She the bag.
Yeah.
Oh, what make her the bag? She got a degree. She working in corporate. That's what make her okay. You the
Yeah.
boss. Then go by yourself. Then be by yourself. That way
Yeah.
you ain't got to call the police on
Well,
nobody.
so if if a dominant man is going to get this woman, well, what kind of woman do she need to be? I mean, what is she going to bring to the table?
You said she has to be able to bring peace.
Well,
She got to bring peace to the home, peace to the man, peace to the children.
yeah.
When mama's happy, everybody's happy.
Well, what's she going? In other words, she needs to be a virtuous woman, and whatever that means. Virtuous basically just simply means that you doing those things that a woman would do. It's natural. It's natural to you to do those things what a woman would do. For some reason, the roles have gotten switched. That now the women think that they have to be the breadwinners. They have to be the corporate woman, right? And corporate women, don't take this the wrong way, but um, that is an open doorway to neglect if you have children. If you don't,
Ooh.
if you don't, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have children, good. But you should think about that. If you're going to be corporate and it demands all this time and energy of you, you should seriously think about, do you want to have children?
I probably won't be able to post this because there's background music. So,
They can't hear what that is. I can't hear what it is.
but it's going on here. It's going on 10 minutes, and the sun is blazing directly.
Yeah, I can't hear.
We can talk a little bit in the car.
Yeah, but really, um, I didn't know anything about being a dominant man when I was growing up. I just did the things that I was supposed to do, to take care of myself and my family. And without all these extra acronyms and you know, accolades, titles, and stuff like that, such as the high value man. High value man, nigga, can you? You know what I'm saying? Are you taking care of your family? Are you doing the things that you need to do to secure them? High value. What is that? Because a lot of times high value just simply means that to me, and what I'm gathering from these young folk, is that you have the money to get your choices of what you want, which means it's a possibility that you're not even, you don't even have together with one woman necessarily, because you can choose whatever.
We can continue in the car.
Yeah. Well, it's nice out here to me.
Yeah, but I
I
always
know
have to
I
keep
know your phone. I
explaining
know
to him.
your phone is doing what
Yeah,
it's doing.
this phone is not designed to be out in the heat like that. So,
Hmm.
this is I'll say part one. Then we'll finish talking about this dominant male and why women are say they chasing dominant males.
Hmm.
Honors. Now we was listening to our one of our old school love songs called "Special Food"
Special
by
kind of food.
Special Kind of Food by Basic Black. So I'm trying to get permission from Universal Music Studios, I think it is, so I can post the video that we did because they have all these copyright strikes, all these rules and regulations. You can't just post things. So, but we got to finish off first of all by saying thank you for coming back to Mama Shay's Life with Family.
Blood. Blood
Kinfolk.
red. Yeah. Blood in, blood out.
Blood in, blood out.
Uh-huh.
Y'all like my socks?
Yeah. Blood in, blood out. Funky
And
Brewster.
it's a problem lifting up my leg while I'm trying to
But
act like it's not.
I don't know, those don't go together like that.
You said they don't go together.
No.
What do you mean?
You got
He's
a
told
black and red
he's told
striped
me that
sock.
my socks don't match.
No.
And the thing is, as if I don't know that. That's the thing. So young women
If
want
I had
to.
a balloon, I'll pop my balloon because of that.
Did y'all go see Pop the Balloon yet? Did y'all
Uh,
watch that little? It's not a reality show. It's kind of like a game show created by these people here in Arizona.
yeah,
The young folk did their thing. You hear
it's
me?
a dating show.
You'll
Yeah.
pop your balloon on me?
Yeah. If I seen that, I pop my balloon.
Okay, well I ain't gonna say what I'm gonna pop.
Yeah. I don't like you because your socks don't match.
So, well, we appreciate our son telling us about this little show because it's entertaining. The young women only want men that are dominant. I should say they only want, all of them only want that. But and then we were talking about why they want a dominant man, and tell me why you want a dominant man. So I'm speaking like them. They want a man to be a very, very good provider. They want you to be very, very financially stable. They want you to be able to do housework, help with the kids, do the laundry, go to work, take them on vacation, fix the car. A dominant man. But while they being a dominant man, are you going to be a submissive wife, woman, maid? And
Virtuous.
by being a virtuous mate, stay at home, take care of the children, clean the house, cook, have your own little thing on the side to where you can stay out of his business, as he say. That's the problem. But he's speaking about me. I don't know if other women stay in a men business, but if I'm watching all this stuff on YouTube, sure look like y'all be in y'all men business going on in their phone and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I think the reason why it came up is because we was listening to those songs, right?
Special kind of food
And
for
we're saying
you.
that, well, you don't have to be no fool. I mean, it's the song, but what he's saying is that um, he loves that particular woman, right?
He said, I'll give you
And
my credit card
mhm,
so you can go to the mall.
yeah, it's getting kind of late, baby.
The
Right.
stores
Anyways,
close at night.
but anyways,
That's the
um,
kind of fool I am. Everything is gonna be alright. I can't get the melody right now.
yeah, I'm not saying be no fool because you know what happens to fools.
What happened to him? My shirts
They get
always be wrinkled on here.
they get ran over all the time.
Ran over?
They get ran over all the time. In other words, a man can be almost too good because
That's true.
you'll find like that the average woman really don't know what to do with a good man. She ends up abusing him because she don't really know what it is that she's looking for. She don't know what never had that. She has to be raised up into that. She has to be trained in that by her mothers, her father, her grandmothers, her aunties. You know what I'm saying? She has to see that. You don't just qualify for a good man because the way we do things now, we don't depend on our family. And that's one thing I can say I did like about that show when they kind of like did the reunion, and you saw why some of the women had the responses they had, and why some of the brothers had the responses they had, because they're not even from here. They're from a totally different culture, where maybe dreads, well, I'm gonna say dreads, locks are not approved in their culture. You know what I'm saying? Um, these people have standards, and so coming here to America, uh, we've lost our standards. We lost our customs and our ways, and so our young women and our young men out here are making love decisions out here on their own,
Mm-hmm.
right? We don't no longer trust in our ancestors, our parents who came before us to make those type of arrangements for us. So we're independent now.
But you were saying what you thought a dominant man was.
Well, a
Not a.
dominant a dominant man is just
Oh
simply something.
wait, let's go back to what we said in the other part that I got to put before this one. Like stop, definitely stop calling the police on brothers, black men. Okay,
Um,
unless I mean there's always some unless. If he busting you upside your head, he busting the children upside the head, he calling you all out your name. You can't have no peace with him as long as you being peaceable. He just unrealistic. What is that?
I don't know what
He
you're
just
talking about.
unrealistic and unreasonable no matter what you do. Then
Yeah, but make sure you are the peace bringer. That you're the one that's making the peace. Because if you're
I
the
knew I
one,
heard something over there. You scared the hell out of me. You're on my camera now. I got you on video. No, I got the no. I said you're on my video now. How you doing? I'm good. No, okay. So we was explaining the dominant man and his opinion because I think that everybody has their own opinion on what a dominant man is. Because I said before that he's gentle. He's a gentleman. The whole term of gentleman. He's that, and I know how far to push him. But I definitely did some pushing. So you were saying that why don't women just sit there and be loved? Why don't you just be loved instead of being resistant? Or I don't even know if it's resistant.
it is resistant. A lot of it has to do with, too, infidelity. It has to do with your environment. It has to do with what was going on with your mother and your father when you was conceived. It's a lot of different things that's involved in that, though. But normally, you see where you get a good brother, um, he gets ran over. He's treated cruelly and inhumane a lot of times. You know, because the sister he has chosen, she don't know what love is. She never saw it. You know what I'm saying? And if she has seen it, if she was raised in the house with her mother and her father, that doesn't mean that her mother and father taught her anything. You can tell if her mother and father taught her anything because just how she responds to you. How does she treat you? You know what I'm saying? How's she carrying on with herself, with you? Which is an indication that mom and daddy didn't do a damn good job of teaching her anything or raising her, training her in any kind of way. But at the same time, see, what did the father teach the son? What did the granddaddy? What did their grandfather teach the grandchildren,
Everybody is
the
out today.
sons? Yeah.
I'm sorry, cut in, but it's just like so beautiful here in Arizona. The weather is extremely mild for late July. It's probably 20, 15 degrees cooler than what it normally is. It's 105.
I mean, it's probably
It
about
easy be 115 by now.
about 10 degrees cooler. Because it's been most of the summer. It's been what 115, 113, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's been up there, which is how I like it anyway. This is very easy to sit out here though. But anyways,
But we enjoyed talking to our subscribers. He enjoyed it too. He tried to act like he don't enjoy it, but we enjoy it.
why would I be sitting here if I didn't enjoy it?
I think that we're a little delayed on posting because I don't want to have to pay for the extra stuff in the app to be able to upload daily, because with him being the only provider. Long story short, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, you gotta pay to play up in this mug.
Well, you know,
Google, YouTube, they don't play, okay?
yeah, our elders, the elders, are responsible for a lot of what's going on today in these current relationships, right? On the man side, like when I was growing up, you had to play the field. You know what I'm saying? You get as many women as you can because you know what I'm saying. Everybody wanted to be GQ. Everybody wanted to be, everybody wanted to be that dude that's the player. You know what I'm saying? And get the women. So
Let me adjust.
we didn't have any in our fathers and our grandfathers teaching us, oh, you don't do this, you don't do that. So of course, when you growing up in the hood, you know what I'm saying? You do what everybody else is doing. Yeah, when you growing up in the hood, you do what everybody else is doing. It's popular. You know what I'm saying?
Pillow after pillow.
So
after pillow. Yes,
the men lie about what they're doing.
Hey, how are you? You didn't meet my husband yet.
No.
If you're gonna be on my YouTube channel. If you come up here, I'm gonna put the camera on you.
How you doing?
What was that?
If you come up here, I'm gonna put you on my YouTube channel.
Okay, how you doing?
All right.
Okay.
What's your name? Yeah, Mr. Pete.
Pete.
I used to
Siraj.
work for a guy named Pete.
Siraj.
Raj.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
close
you are,
enough.
Siraj. Here. Some people.
How do you spell it?
Siraj.
Suraj.
The U or
Say
the
hi
A
to
is
Pete, you guys.
yeah, the
Say
A
hi
is
to
silent.
Pete. Pete, you say hi.
AJ. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And it was all rotted out. I mean, the car's 7 years old, so the heat will kill anything like that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you leave a plastic bucket out here, I guarantee you in 2 years, you touch it, it'll crumble.
It'll crumble. It's gone. It's gone. Oh yeah.
Oh,
No,
it
definitely.
happens.
Well, definitely.
Yes.
That's why you have to. That's why that on a car, every 2 years we have to change the battery. Because that's as long as it will last out here. Brand will go.
We'll see you later. Have a good day.
I just got to go check on my mail. See if I got anything.
Get my check out of there, William. You guys got to meet our neighbors.
Yeah.
And he is 70-something years old, he said.
Yeah.
But yeah, we was just talking about the privacy thing over here. Like the porch is nice, but sometimes you need privacy. And then we got this motion detector that flashes on at night. Anyway, we was talking about these dominant men and what does it look like to be a dominant man. I think what women really think about when they think about a dominant man is just somebody who's going to be taking charge and ain't going to take no stuff off of them. I guess.
Well, okay.
I think that's what they look.
I never explained what I view a dominant man as being, and really to me, a dominant man is simply just
Don't thump it over here.
I'm not thumping it on you, girl.
That
little bitty old tiny bug gonna go travel. That's like traveling 10,000 miles. That little tiny old bug, it ain't gonna go that far.
We doing good on our time.
But anyways, really, what you call a dominant man is just somebody that just take care of his business. That's just simple. You know what I'm saying? I have a job. I go to work. I go to work on time. I come home. You know what I'm saying? If it's something around the home that I need to take care of, I take care of it. You know what I'm saying? If it's taking care of the children, taking care of the wife, whatever it is, I do it. That's really just being a man. Dominant. What do you need to be dominant for?
And you don't need to be putting your hands on each other. Like
Dominant
the
simply.
man don't need to be putting his hand on the woman, and the woman don't need to be putting her hand on the man.
Okay,
like
well,
y'all both already been raised. If you got to put your hand on me, then like okay, we ain't gonna go there.
Okay,
Just
well,
keep
what
your
I need
hand
to be
off each
dominant.
other.
That's what I'm saying. Why would I need to come home and be dominant? Why can't I just come home and be a man? Just be that mate, that loving, caring person that you say that you love, right? And then why would you think that you need to control me, the person you claim that you love?
See,
right?
that's another thing that we in our culture. I think other people are okay with talking about mental illnesses and mental issues, whatever you feel comfortable calling it. But mental issues in the black culture, I'm talking about myself. When you got something that's off in your head, you done been in accidents, you done had been flipped over in a car, you done had multiple concussions. You don't expect for somebody to be functioning normal, whatever normal is. Life affects you. And then you got, medications that people trying to help you with your, like Sister Williams used to say, that Pastor Williams used to say, "Hey, no medicine heal your mind. You need God to heal your mind." All that stuff affects you. The food affects you. The environment affects you. And then not everybody is just mentally stable. I'm just one of them people I just ain't never been like mentally stable and normal. Like when I say normal, this is what I mean by normal. I'm talking about somebody who can just is never really, you know, just easy going. Don't cause no trouble. Don't cause no ruckus. Just do as you're told. Do what your boss say. Do what your husband say. Do what your parents say. I ain't never been that kind of person. Who you talking to? How you talking to me like that? No,
Why?
As I told you,
Why
maybe
you feel like? Why you feel like that?
I don't know. I just feel like you can't talk to me any kind of way. You just can't. I mean,
But can you talk to anybody? Can you talk to anybody any kind of way you want to talk to them?
yeah. And
Uh,
don't say nothing back either.
okay.
No,
All right.
no. You should always talk to people with respect. But your phone cracked. What happened?
Being like that, almost the second day I had it.
So maybe some of those things that we're requesting or that we desire is because we got some stuff off by watching too much TV, for watching all this reality TV, and thinking that life is a cakewalk. All you got to do is put it down. You put it down, and he gonna be good, and he gonna do everything you want. And all you got to do is put it down.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Conquer her in the bedroom.
They know what put it. See, I was trying not to
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is that look,
Why,
that
yada,
is not
you
it.
little.
The conqueror always become the conquered. The pimp always gets pimped. The prostitute always gets prostituted. Okay, so it's not about that. It's not about being dominant or dominating somebody. It's about conquering yourself, if you will. You have to conquer yourself.
That's the hardest doggone thing to do right there,
Yeah.
is to conquer yourself.
Yeah, conquer
And don't
yourself.
they say that you're supposed to spend 6 months out the year worrying about your business, and the other 6 months staying out of everybody else's?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that's
Yeah.
hard to do. Maybe for me, maybe not for everybody, but for me, it's hard because I stayed in yours and I still be in his. But now, I guess now that this point in life, like everything's so laid back to where I just really want to just try to figure out this thing, this life thing, so that I don't have to leave out of here without having done something for the children and leave something for the grandbabies, some kind of legacy. That's what I mean. You don't sit around and wait till you get in your 50s before you realize that it's time to shake it up and get it right.
Well,
Get it right.
well, I think the young people are kind of headed somewhat in the right direction. Somewhat. It's just that It's how they're doing it. You know how the young lady on there says, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, the truth is the truth. However, I get what they're saying, that they want these men to take care of, right? And by reason, you're right that the man historically has always taken care of the woman. And don't get the idea, oh well, back in the day, we was dependent on the man because we didn't have no jobs and stuff like that. That's not true. That's a lie. Women have been working and making their own and doing their own things, making their clothes and running their businesses from the beginning of time.
I'm trying to figure out how to make money. You can't hardly make money
You
unless you
create
got
it.
money, though.
You create it. You
Yeah,
you don't have the printing press, so you can't make it.
No. I'm saying there's a lot of entrepreneurial women out there. They have the drive and the know-how. Like, I think I have potential to do a lot of stuff, but how do you do it without the money? And if you don't have the know-how, you got to pay somebody. And if you read, I suppose you could learn how to do everything from reading.
Yeah, that's what it's here for. Read a book. It's not too late.
Yeah, I got a problem with reading. But let's talk about romance novels.
Romance. I don't know nothing about no romance novels.
Recently told me, "Now don't read no book like that. Because read a book that's going to be beneficial or something you can learn something from. Because I can read like 50 Shades of Grey, or I can't think of some of these romance authors right
Baby,
now.
I am the romance novel.
This is my challenge for me, you guys. I'm going to read this book and I'm going to tell you all about it. And this one too. And you see how thick it is? It might take me a while. So y'all make sure y'all tune in to Mama Shay's review of The Heart of the Matter and Change Your Brain for Life. If I change my brain for life, I might be all right.
See?
Hey, that'd be good.
Listen, have I ever picked up a romance novel to romance you?
That's why he said the infidelity in your mind comes in when you're reading all the romance.
It's garbage.
Well, it's garbage that I like.
No, you don't. You don't like it because if I was doing those things, you wouldn't like it. Hello? And if you was doing those things, I wouldn't like it either. Okay? So the romance is in the consciousness of the person. Out of the good treasures of the heart, the mouth speaketh. And out of the good treasures, you know what I'm saying? Out of the good treasures of the heart, the mouth speaketh. And out of the good treasures of the heart, so shall you do the things that you do.
I thought about reading the Bible too, like reading the Bible, each chapter, discuss it with our YouTube subscribers, and see how everybody's opinions vary.
Yeah, because you got a lot of people talking about God all the time, but God who? God what?
God.
The God of your imagination, or is it the God of your true self or your true heart?
Well, I haven't got to that point. I said I wanted to talk to him about it after when I decide to read the Bible. But you're saying that women need to bring the peace and be the peace, because you say that he feels like that he is love, like he walks in love, he practices love, and I can witness to you that he does, because is anything to try to keep some peace, he'll do it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to learn it. I am it.
But
I am the walking, talking, breathing love of God. Okay? So how can you say that you love God, whom you have not seen, but your brother you see, right? Him, you entreat.
Entreat.
You entreat him. You treat him wrongly. You treat him raw. You do bad things to him. You know what I'm saying? But you say that you know God, and if you know God, then how can you love a God that you have never seen? But you see me daily. You see me all the time, but you can't treat me right. But you know God.
My sister was sent over something that says this morning. She sent it over. Said, "Don't forget to pray." And then it's numbered. It might not be numbered, but there's a list of things to pray for. I should have brought it, but I really do think that we need like a nationwide prayer. Everybody just pray at a certain time of day, and we should just pray for one thing. What's that one thing we need to pray for, y'all?
Black love.
Well, then
Or should I say,
you can't just ask everybody to pray for black love. When I say everybody, I'm talking about Chinese.
no. See, that's not nation. That's not nation, though. See, so that's where we're going to run into the problem.
Do y'all know what I mean when I say nationwide prayer?
I know
I'm
what you
talking about
mean.
the world.
I know what
the
you mean.
people in Germany, the people in
Okay,
Russia.
you saying worldwide prayer,
Yeah, just
not a
we just
nation.
well, the Bible said there won't be no peace. When you see peace, when you say peace, there should be sudden destruction. So I don't know if we should pray for peace. I don't even know what to pray for, but I feel like that there should be some baby making going on.
Pray for the
when
peace.
When I say baby making going on, that means couples, so that we can lose this idea that I don't want the alphabet community to take the minds of the children. If you want to be a part of that community, do that when you get grown. So I think that's what my prayer would be is, like I said, some baby making. Let the world create babies so that we don't die out.
What kind of, well, because these other nations are petitioning our men to come to their country.
Isn't that interesting? You guys seen that? Well,
right.
I didn't research it, but I heard one of my favorite YouTubers is Eddie Griffin, and he was talking. He put somebody else their clip on his channel talking about their petition. Poland is petitioning black men. Japan is petitioning black men.
Ukraine, all of them.
The birth rates are low.
Yes.
But then that would mean that our birth rates are low as well, right? Because we have so many millions locked up in prisons.
True that.
And then
where most of our problems come in at, and I hate to say this on here.
That if you hate to say it, why are you saying it?
Our women have aborted more babies than some people have in their nations, in their countries. Our women have done this. The stats are there. Okay.
That's painful. It brings tears to my eyes.
That's why our numbers are low.
Have you ever heard of birth control, y'all?
No. See, this one go back to Wonder Woman. This birth control shit.
Watch the Wonder Woman. If it ever posted, it's been uploading for like 3
birth control is, nigga, don't you lay with her. And don't you lay with him. That's birth control right there and stuff like that. Until you know what it is that you want your life to go, what direction you want your life to go into. You say you keep yourself, and if you can't keep your virgin, it's better to marry her than to burn. Now I know that sounds a lot like religion and stuff like that, but these are just the facts. Okay, your birth control is to abstain away from that man, to abstain away from that woman. Don't lay with them. That's what that means. You ain't got to take nothing and put in yourself. What you taking all that stuff for, anyways? You know what I'm saying? Because you're promiscuous. You want to lay with this one, you want to lay with that one. And I'm talking to the brothers. Why should the women take birth control? Because you can't control yourself. You know what I'm saying? Control first. Let's talk about the dominant man now. The dominant man knows how to control his body function. Get control over that, and then you'll be dominant. But if you don't have no control over your penis, you are not dominant. You don't have no governor upstairs, and nobody should be following you because you don't have no control over that.
Is that something you're taught, or you just? Yeah, I think you have to be taught that. Didn't you teach our young men that, our boys?
I taught my sons that, but I wasn't taught that.
I'm talking about our boys. They're our sons.
Yeah, so. I taught my sons that, but I wasn't taught that. I had to learn that because that's who I was when I was growing up. I wasn't taught it.
So when do you start teaching Azrael? When you
teaching him now? It is not. You teach him now.
So Azrael is our only grandson here in this state. We have another grandson in another state.
Yeah.
So you can start dropping things. Yeah, Landon. You can start dropping little pieces to him now.
Yeah.
Like the little things that we said to him when they was over and they stepped over, and Lamaya was hitting on him. I'm like, you better not hit Lamaya back. She can hit you, but you can't hit her. And I was just playing though.
Yeah, I know.
But I think that I want to instill in him that women, according to the Bible, is a weaker vessel. You just can't You just have more strength than a woman. Unless you're one of
Yes,
them other, I mean, never mind.
yes, you do. But what what I'm getting to is this right here, and I hope the young people can understand what I'm saying. That when you are dominant, you're not physically dominant over somebody. You're mentally dominant over yourself first. You dominate over yourself first. You train yourself first, right? So that when that woman comes along, that's the right one, right? Yeah, bro. Because I heard this too. A brother said, "Oh man, I have a preference. I like my women thick and stuff." But brother, let me tell you something.
Then get you a thick woman. Yeah.
What,
I mean,
that don't mean that she's gonna be the one for you. You just like that as a preference, but that don't mean that she was supposed to be for you.
that's what I'm trying to say.
See, you might get that thick woman, and you're gonna have a thick road to go down.
Maybe.
You're gonna have a lot of troubles.
Maybe.
Possibility.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. When it is truly the right one, but it don't make no difference.
Yeah, and so
She could be skinny as a rail.
we talked about that, and we had to cut that out because it was the sound was bad.
Mm-hmm.
If you ideally know that you want this perfect 10 woman with the perfect booty, the perfect body, the perfect everything,
Ain't no such thing.
well, it may for you visually, you might visualize this as your woman.
Yes.
Light skin, green eyes. Then why don't you get that woman?
Mm-hmm.
Because she probably don't want you, maybe.
That's most likely what's going to happen.
Hello
It's the
there,
same
so-
thing. It's the same thing with the women. You have a preference for a man. You want him to have this. You want him to have that. You know what I'm saying? You want him to have all these credentials, right? And you may get somebody that's like that, but that don't mean that he the one for you, because he might put all kind of whoopie knots on your head in the process of all this stuff right here, just so you can have it.
Then they need to get them a Dun done.
Yeah, you should. No,
Y'all get y'all
no,
done for
no,
stuff like that. There.
no. That's because first of all, you shouldn't be having to worry about getting no damn done, because if you like I said, if your parents have done their job and you've done your job properly, you wouldn't be thinking about no done.
The parents have a lot. We have if I was a young parent in this day and time, oh my God, that's all I would say. Because you got way more to worry about. When our boys was little, we used to think about the Atlanta murders, because that's when there was a lot of people was
Yeah, you thought about it.
pulling up on the road, taking your kids.
Mm-hmm.
And nowadays you got to worry about the police shootings. You got to worry about the alphabet community. You got to worry. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
everything, right?
like a worry, a concern, or whatever. Because people, they're gonna grow up to be what they're gonna be. Yes, but they'll have that choice when they get older. But the things that they got to deal with now, not only is everything more expensive now, you can hardly afford to live. You can hardly afford to unless you're a doctor or a lawyer making you $200,000 a year or something like that. But it's tough out there for y'all, man. And here I am telling y'all to make some more babies. Like, well, okay.
Yeah, because babies are the future, and that's where your wealth is at. If you know what you're doing.
But you just gave the parents a job, saying that parents are supposed to, like our oldest granddaughter, we're supposed to be basically prepping her to be what your mindset for a husband. This is what you should be thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Although you're still in school, you still got to get your grades. You still got to help around the house, but you still should be thinking: do I want to go to college? Do I want 5 kids, 4 kids, a husband? She should be thinking about all that stuff right now.
You know what's
At
interesting?
13.
You know what's
I mean,
interesting?
she shouldn't be focused on it a lot, but she should have it in her
Right.
head.
You know what's very interesting is that where the scripture says that there are those who were born eunuchs,
Okay.
right? And they will never have a mate. They will live their lives out just as they are, single.
I imagine
You
it
came
being
in this world
a tough life.
single. No, it's not tough for them because that's who they are.
That's all
You know
they
what I'm
know.
saying? Yeah, that's all they know.
Never had it. You don't know the difference, right?
But there are those who have made themselves eunuchs
to be
also.
a nun.
That's you talking about a eunuch.
Okay, a nun.
But them the worst ones.
Yeah,
the
we
ones-
have seen them movies. Huh?
Yeah, no, ain't no seen them. I know because we used to. Hey, look, we've been around on them. They're the one burying the babies in the hills and stuff like that.
Boy,
Yeah, they are.
come on, you need to stop saying that. unless you have some facts to prove
Oh
it.
no. Hey, look, listen. You forgot what I used to do, right?
He was a mailman over in those kind of a relatively rural area
And
in
those hills
Louisiana.
and all that stuff like that. Okay, yeah. So
But anyway, that's enough of that.
and anyway, but that kind of threw me off track. But
We was talking about them wanting a dominant man, and then we want to talk about something about what the women are looking, for, the men are looking for too.
well, all thing I can do is talk to the men at this point because truly the man is the one that's responsible. You know, if you asking me, we're the ones that got to get this together. The women are never going to get this together. You know why? Because she's in travail, right? She's giving birth to sons who are the redeemers of mankind. Or shall I say, I don't use the word of mankind. He's the redeemer of man. I don't care about mankind.
Let's do a switch shift though.
What's that?
I wonder if you guys are like vegans or do you just eat a little bit of everything? Because remember our analytics showed that they're all in our age group, which we appreciate y'all. We really do. You see that a lot of these people are curing diseases by going vegan and eating raw. There's a woman on Vegan Linked, and I'm gonna try to link that or show a picture of her when I post this. But she cured her colon cancer by changing her diet, and it's so interesting because my son is, I think he's not calling himself vegan, but he doesn't eat meat. I wonder which is worse though, sugar or meat. But that's my debate with myself now. I feel like those years that we were non-meat eaters, we still ate a lot of junk though. We ate a lot of fries, we ate junk food, we ate a lot of sugar. I think it's gonna be, I'm not even gonna say it's gonna be hard because I'll be speaking it. But once I cut out sugar, I think I'll have a whole lot of problems zapped out. I really do. But then what are you gonna eat? Just
You're gonna eat what God gave us. That's what we're gonna eat.
well,
What the earth. When I say God, I mean Metronetter, the nature's God. Whatever nature God gives us, that's what we eat. You know, that's what we survive on. I mean, think about it. It's a lot, but the way that society has destroyed nature's God, it's almost slim pickings now because they
yeah,
poison the air, they
I'm just
poison the
wondering though,
trees. You know what I'm saying? They poison the water.
if I cut out sugar and eat meat sparingly and have all the fruits and vegetables that I want, it's another challenge though. It's another challenge. It's like always something.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, we're going over the limit, and then you know how it goes with us. Since we don't pay to play, it's gonna take us a week to post this.
I don't know. Yeah, you're going to chop it up or something. I don't know what you're going to have to do with this one
I
right
kept
here,
telling them
though.
maybe we need to like do a pre-stop and then start again.
Yeah. Well, I want to make it clear that um, we men, and I'm seeing a lot of the young men today. They're cleaning up their acts, right? They're being more forward. They're being more open about who they are and what they want. Um, but we don't want to be too pious. We don't want to be too righteous. If you know what I mean. I mean, when I say too righteous, what I'm saying is don't try to um, expect too much good at too
From
fast.
your woman, you mean, or just
That too, but if you if you are right with yourself, then you're gonna run into the right woman. If you're right with yourself, and then you don't have to lie to that woman. Why? You know, because that woman already know. You know what's interesting is that um, when I was looking at the reading that book, the Mongolian Conquest, and there's a guy in there by the name of Timu, right? Who was Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan was actually, his real name was Temujin, which is where they're getting that little Timu stuff from right now, anyways. But he was taken by his father, and at the age of 8 years old, went to go meet his wife. At 8 years old, you hear this? 8 years old, this dude goes to meet his wife. He lives with the future father-in-law from the time he was 8 years old to the time he was 12, and probably would have been there. The average is 7 years. Okay, but his father died, so he went to go tend to what was going on with his father. But he later on not only marries that woman, but he's also espoused to another woman several times. You know what I'm saying? So this is something that full grown men and women have always known. And don't tell me it's something about, oh, that's because there wasn't that many people on the planet back then. That's another lie. It's another lie that they tell us.